So good to see you guys. Man, I got a great lineup for you today. So we're going to get right into it. I have a tip for those of you working with buyers and want to do lead generation on a big scale. I also have a tip for those of you that have listings. This will change your life in the area of listings. This will help your listings that aren't selling to sell. First, I start with buyers. So here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start with those of you doing open houses, door knocking, working your sphere, your farm, or referrals. So here's the first thing you got to write down. You ready? Enthusiasm is contagious. Some woman I did not know today called me. She's in LA marketing a project in like Nebraska. And she was so fired up. And I was like, wow, what a dynamo. And her energy was contagious. Enthusiasm is contagious. You got to kind of up the ante, listen to some music, read a book, do what you got to do, but get yourself in the right state. That's why you'll see professional athletes with their Beats on or their Bose headsets, and they're listening to inspiring speeches or music or whatever. You prepare yourself to win. So that's really important to do before you go door knocking, before you go, like sometimes you show property, you're at this, it's probably a waste of time. I'm going to go out all day and then buy new construction in 6 months, and I'm going to waste my time again. That is a really, really bad internal mindset. Man, I can promise you this, when I show property, I fully expect to write an offer and put them in escrow like by tonight. I'm not waiting till Monday or Tuesday. You got to learn how to get the listing agent to present your offer in 10 minutes. It's super easy. So that's another day. We'll teach you how to do that. But oh my gosh, but for the sake of time, here's what you need to know. You ready? Facts tell, stories sell. Tell stories. When you get a chance to actually get your paws on somebody, get your paws on them, tell stories. Some of you are like, oh, there's a FHA loan program. There's an interest rate just took a drop. The Fed, you're spouting facts, and that's okay. But what sells are stories. Facts tell, stories sell. So what you want to do is say, I was able to help someone buy a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home with a pool for $395,000. When those homes normally go for $450,000 or $500,000, they're like, what? Yep, in Folsom. And you name the city. They're like, what? Now you have their full attention. It took me 10 seconds to get them excited. Why? I told a story. I think, well, Brent, I didn't do that. Ask people, what's the best deal you've heard of lately? Oh, I did this deal over in XYZ zip code over in this city, Franklin, Tennessee, Nashville, Austin, Texas. And oh my gosh, it was a 5,000 square foot home. It was on Lake Grapevine or whatever. And I'm telling you, man, this thing, I would have sold it for $1.2 million. I got him in that for $925,000. That's your story. We, not I, because you didn't do it. We were able to help someone get a home for $925,000 on Lake Grapevine, 5,000 square foot, beautiful pool. Ask them, tell that story. It doesn't, you get it. It's a we thing, And so either you have a great story. I had a story about someone I helped buy a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home in El Dorado Hills. Now, those of you from Sacramento, wave at me if you know Sacramento. I'll get a few of you. No, nobody on this particular call. Well, here's the deal. El Dorado Hills is one of our best communities. It's got beautiful views, very pricey. And this is back in the day, but a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home on a half acre would be, on a good day. This was in the crash, $500,000. I got this thing for $275,000, and I told that story for years. They didn't tell them when. I was able to get somebody a 5-bedroom, 3-bath on a half acre in El Dorado Hills for $275,000. They're like, no way. I go, yes. Would you like me to help you? This is what I do. I get people great buys in real estate. And guess what? I have their attention in 10 seconds. Facts tell, stories sell. Tell somebody else's story. Would you do that? If Joanne did it, because my partner, my colleague at EXP, Clark, Joanne, Tristan, we were able to sell a home on the water, and they normally go for $4 million. We got $5 million. Ooh, tell me more. I would love to get $5 million. It's a French word. It's a good word. So they're like, well, I haven't done anything. Use the word we. My colleague and I were able to do this. This is what we do at EXP. Use the success of EXP. When you have your own story, say, I was able to sell a 10,000 square foot home on the water at Hilton Head for $5 million. They normally go for 4.5. Guess what? That homeowner, you got 5 million? Really? Yeah. Do you want to talk? And so facts tell stories sell. So make sure you tell the stories. Here's another one you could do. I did this at open houses all the time. People come in, I'd say, hey, just want you to know this. It is so much easier to buy a home than to rent a home. And they're like, what? I go, yeah. I mean, you need a good job and no money. If you've got a good job and decent credit, a FICO score of 660 or better, a good job, no money, done. I can pick you out a beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath home for you, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 5-bedroom, beautiful, brand new. I could do this. It is so easy, no competition. Let me ask you a question. You got to talk to them. Go, if you were going to go rent a brand new 5-bedroom, 3-bath home with the pool, they're impossible to find right now, correct? Yeah. How many other people you think would put in an application for that? Have you heard about some of the rental application? Oh my gosh, there'd be 30 people. I go, so your odds are 1 in 30. There'd be 50. Your odds are 1. I heard of when they had 100 people make application for this little 3-2 because it was in downtown Franklin, downtown West Palm Beach. It was in downtown Tampa, downtown Austin. And I heard they got 100 applications for, they were only asking $2,500 a month. Your odds are 1 in 100. Do you know I can go buy you a charming 3-bedroom, 2-bath in downtown Austin, downtown Tampa, or West Palm? I can go buy that for you with no competition. It is so much easier to buy. Now check it out. Let's say you got it, you're 1 in 100, 1 in 50. There are only 10 applications. There are only 5. You're 1 in 5, but you got it. And let's say the rent was $2,500 a month. Guess what? When you rent that house, if you could be the lucky 1 in 5, 1 in 15, 1 in 30, if you're that person, you'd pay first, last, and a pet deposit if you have a pet. What's first? $2,500. What's last? $2,500. What's the pet deposit? Typically $1,000. So 25, and $1,000, $6,000. So November 1st, we just were there 5 days ago. You pay $6,000. They hand you the keys. What happens on December 1st? Got to pay the rent. How much is that? $2,500. So you paid $6,000 plus on December 1st, you pay another $2,500. How much is that? Well, that would be $8,500. Yep. And what happens January 1st? And you got to help them. You listen to me, guys. You have to pay another rent again. How much is that? $2,500. So you go from $8,500 to $11,000. Do you know what my kids paid? You can say my partner, Brent Gove, he bought a house in November with his kids. The payment's not due till January the 15th. So remember, you paid $11,000 first, last security deposit, 25, and $1,000. That's 6. No, December 1st, 85, January 1st, $11,000 cash. And you were 1 out of 15, 1 out of 30, 1 out of 100. My kids, if you close, you want to be strategic when you buy real estate. You always want to close on the 10th, the 12th, about the 10th or the 12th of any month. Why is it important to close on the 10th and the 12th of any month? Because the payment isn't till January 15th. I can hand some of the keys on the 12th of November, and they don't have a payment for 2 months. They didn't pay first. They didn't pay last. They didn't pay security deposit. They don't pay anything December 1st. They don't pay anything January 1st. I can help you buy a home with no money, a beautiful home. It is so much easier to buy a home than to rent a home. And guess what? On January 1, you've paid $11,000. And what do you own? Nothing. What do my kids own? They own a beautiful $500,000 home. Easy. They're just kids. They're children. Okay, they're adults now. My son's 20. He will be 21 this month. And my daughter's just turned 25. So they're just young people, right? And they bought it together because neither one of them could afford to buy a $500,000 home by themselves. And so we didn't give them the down payment. And guess what? Guess what it costs with the 100% financing programs, 0 down, USDA. They're out there. Find them. My lender can't think of it. We'll get a new lender. There's down payment assistant programs. This and this. $750 each is what Christina and Dylan paid for their house. They paid 0 down. I can't remember if the seller paid the closing costs or we took a little higher rate to get that included. They literally paid $1,500 and they own something, an appreciating asset with tax benefits. Well, what's that? Well, if you rent that house and you have your gross pay and your net pay, and you gross X amount a month, maybe you gross, $7,000 a month as your pay, but your net, because of taxes, is say, every 2 weeks, it could be like $800 worth of taxes. And so because you're a homeowner, now they can't take the $800. You guys getting this? They can't have it. It's a tax benefit for being a homeowner. What do you mean they can't have it? I'm telling you, let's get you with my mortgage broker. Let's call them right now. I can't tell you how many people I called that I met at a restaurant, at an open house. Let's call my lender right now. He'll pick up. And I said, here, put him on the phone. Tell him about the tax benefits. Instead of $800, maybe it drops down to $450. It saves you $350 a month. That's over $4,000 a year. Wow. And you have an appreciating asset. So it is so much easier to buy a home than to rent a home. And after 10, 15, 20 years, you have nothing. You know where rents will be in 10, 15, 20? Astronomical. You know what your payment will be? It'll be exactly the same today, 10, 15, 20 years from now. Anyone renting, do you expect the rent to be the same amount, 10, 15? You got to do it. It's easy to do. You haven't met the right person. I'm the right guy for you. For you ladies, I'm the right gal for you. You got to have some conviction. Facts tell, stories sell. My partner's kids just bought a house with no money down, and we either get the seller to pay the closing costs, or if they won't, we have this. We bump the rate a little bit to cover that. Literally, you don't need money to buy a house. You need a lot of money. You need a lot of money to rent a house, and you end up with nothing. It makes no sense, and you don't get any tax benefits. You pay an extra $350 every 2 weeks. That's $700 a month. I did the math wrong on that because it's every 2 weeks. I said $350 a month. It's $700 a month times 12. You're looking at like $9,000 a year. Or you can just leave it on the ground. Just kick it. You find $9,000, just kick it. I don't need $9,000. Yeah, right. I go, we need to get you with my mortgage broker immediately. Your mortgage broker and you, baby, should be like this, should be tight. I text them, this is an emergency. You got a second? And I put them on the phone with Joanne. I put them on the phone with Tristan. I put them on the phone with David Mills. I put them on the phone with Sasha. I get people on the phone with Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth and Joey, do you put people on the phone when you're door knocking or working your sphere or your farm, or you meet someone at the grocery store? You go, you got to talk to me later. Do you have 30 seconds? And I make the handoff. I literally call them up and go, hey, Jeff, you got a second? I want you to meet Joanne. She's thinking about buying a house. She did not know about the tax benefits. She didn't know that we could hand her the keys December 12th. She doesn't have a payment till February 15th. This is how it works everywhere. This is normal. As long as you close after the 10th, the payment, say it's January 12th, right? The payment is not February 1st. It's March 15th. Yes, it's due March 1st, but it's not late till March 15th. It's March 15th. I can hand you the keys on January 12th, and you don't have to make a payment till March 15th. There's no late fee. There's no penalty. There's no ding to your credit. It's March 15th. Well, maybe you pay it the 14th, a day early, wire it in, whatever. But no money down, no closing costs, no first, last security deposit, and pay month, and you get to live there for 2 months before you even make a payment. It makes no sense to rent when you can pick out a beautiful home. You got to have some conviction. Okay, enough said there. I got to switch gears. I promise you, sellers, those of you that have listings, listen close. Listen, Linda, listen to me. Okay, you ready? Listen to me, Linda. So here's the deal. It's so funny to me. You meet these old stodgy real estate brokers and agents, or even the new ones that are trained by the old stodgy managers at Coldwell Banker or Remax, or, we may even get an old stodgy broker occasionally at EXP or, Compass or Sotheby's, whatever. And they teach you the way it's always been done. Is that how the world operates? Is that how it works? You just do it the way it's always been done and you get ahead? No. So here's the deal. When you show you get a brand new listing, it hits the market this weekend. And so I want to see it. Oh, yeah. Can we get there at 9? Sure. Someone else calls you. Hey, we like to see it at 9. I already got someone coming. You come at 10. Okay. I call someone else. And all of a sudden I call this agent. They have a showing at 9. They have a showing at 10. They have a showing at noon. They have a showing at 2. So I go, I got 11 open and I got 1 open. What do you want? They give me 11 1. Well, we really want to go at 10. They're like, no. We already have some at 9. We have some at 10. And we have some at noon. You can come at 1 or you can come at 11 a.m. or you can come at 1 p.m. And they try to spread everybody out. Have you ever noticed this? Or every 30 minutes, if it's really busy and they spread everybody out, that is the colossal rookie move. When I say rookie move, I know agents have been doing this for 30 years. They simply don't know how to sell. That's why they sell 20 homes a year. The reason I sold hundreds of homes a year is because I know how to sell. And selling is creating FOMO, fear of missing out. How do you create FOMO? All my listings, and I had 18 to 28 listings at all times. I go, you could see it at 11 or you could see it at 4. Take your pick. Well, I got to see it at 1. Not available. You can see it at 11 or 4. And I'd have 30 buyers there at 11 a.m. and 20 buyers there at 4 o'clock. I want them tripping over each other. I want to create a complete carnival chaos inside that house. Because the ones who, they don't know, people don't tell, I hate that. They don't say that. But the one who loves it thinks everybody else loves it too. And the truth is, maybe there were 12 buyers there at 11, but only one couple loved it. But they know the other 11 loved it, or surely, and we got to go back and make an offer right now. I might lose it. So don't spread them out. Make them go at one time. And you could do that. Oh, yeah. And then book an open house from 11 to 4:30. And then you got the public in there too. And just freak them out, And so you want to have mass chaos opening weekend and then do it again on Sunday. You can see it at 1 and you can see it at 4. Those are the 2 choices. There's nothing else available. Okay, I guess we'll take 4. I guess we'll take 1, and then do an open house from 1 to 5. And you want people everywhere. This will help you sell the house. Another really important thing to sell. You ever call, and Tristan, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to role play with you, Tristan. So Tristan, let's you and I role play. You be a traditional broker. Don't be Tristan, because you probably do this right. I want you to be some old time, stuffy, 25-year independent broker at Hilton Head. You know the type. And they sell 10, 15 homes a year, 20 homes a year. And so be them. Can you be them for me? Like what you've heard people say. Hey, Tristan, on Champagne Court, I saw that beautiful new listing, view of the ocean, all that. It's 3.5 million. Is that still available? What do they typically say to you when you ask? It's a normal question that we ask the listing. Is it still available? What do they say?
Absolutely. Come and see it anytime, Brent.
Yep, there you go. That's what they say. That's the worst thing you could say, by the way. And so here's how that was perfect. You were an actor. That was so good. So Tristan, you asked me if I've even asked them, do you have any offers coming in? I would say that to them. And let's say there's no offers coming in that they know of. Tristan, do you have any offers coming in? You're pretending to be the old agent.
Yeah, no, it's been real slow. Nothing's happening on it. We would just, it's real quiet, Brent.
So, is your seller motivated, Tristan? And just answer like a typical agent, not the way you would do it.
I think
they could say yes or no.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's motivated. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Or they say, I don't know, just make an offer, Wow, powerful salesperson there. So Tristan, let's reverse it. Ask me if Champagne Circle is available.
Hey, Brent, would your guy be open to an offer on Champagne Circle if I can get you something by 3 o'clock this afternoon?
Okay, that's really well done. I don't want you to be Tristan. I'm sorry. That was phenomenal, by the way. I want you to be a typical buyer.
I thought you said reverse. Sorry,
that was too good. You nailed it. Give me an A+. I really like that. You guys we'll take that apart. But Tristan, be just what do agents say to me? Like, is Champagne Circle still available? Because you want to show it. Just say those exact words to me. Is Champagne Circle still available? This happens all the time.
Hey, Brent, is Champagne still available? Can I show it?
Yes, but barely. That's my answer every single time anyone asks me about one of my listings. And then you hear that. What's your next words? What are you going to say?
Well, what do I need to do to
Right.
get in there?
Well, see, you keep being Tristan, but that's good. That's another really good question. But most people say, well, why is it barely available? Right? That's what they say.
Right.
And you just can't help but be yourself. You're like, well, what do I got to do to make this happen? Let's go. And so most people go, well, why is it barely available? So ask me, why is it barely available?
Why is it barely available?
I know you hate this. I know. I'll stop. But here's the deal. I go because I have like people who come to Hilton Head and buy and pay top dollar, like the big time buyers. Where are they from, Tristan? Where are they from? Seriously.
The Hamptons or right now, California.
Okay. Well, Tristan, I have someone coming at 4 o'clock today from the Hamptons. And I got someone coming tomorrow at 1 o'clock from California. And you know how those people are from the Hamptons in California. 3.5 million is a tip. When they see the ocean in this, and then Tristan knows he's right. The Hamptons in California, in Sacramento, California, where I'm from, I just simply said, I got buyers coming from San Francisco, and this property is $800,000. You know what you can buy in San Francisco, Tristan? They're like, what? I go, nothing. You could buy nothing for under $1 million. You can't buy a dirty, smelly condo that smells like a wet dog for $1 million. This is 3,500 square feet, third of an acre, pool, waterfalls, 3 cars. What do you think these people are going to think, Tristan, when they come at 4 o'clock today? What do you think they're going to think, Tristan? And then they go, oh my God, oh my God. I go, so yeah, Tristan, it's available, but barely. It's 1 o'clock. Is there any way you could go show up between now and 4? This is how you sell property. Agents will never tell you this stuff. Now, let's say I didn't have anyone coming at 4. I got nobody coming. No one from California, no one from the Hamptons. Tristan says, hey, is Champagne Circle still available? Yes, but barely. That's always my answer. And he goes, well, why? Why is it barely? I go, because I'm doing an open house all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and I have a ton of interest in this property. I've already got 247 inquiries. Now, the MLS will tell you how many public hits, how many agent hits, and it'll say typically the agent hits are like 193, and then the public hits are like 82. I just add them up. And that means they've clicked on it, they looked at the pictures. I've had over 271 hits on this thing. I've advertised the heck out of it, holding all day Saturday, Sunday. I'll be shocked if it's not sold by Sunday night. That's what I say. Now, when I was new, I would call people like Tristan and say, yeah, it's available. Make us an offer. Seller's motivated. We got nothing. And I was, oh, good. I tell my clients, it's totally available. The seller's motivated. They got nothing. And buyers, you know what they'd say? What's wrong with it? I really liked it. Why is it available? Why do they have nothing? Don't say that. Now, here's the other thing people would say. I'd ask them if the property is available, and they'd say, well, I had some Remax agent make me an offer a couple days ago. It was $100,000 under the price. Are you kidding me? I literally tore up the offer. What an outrage, dorky Remax agent. And these listing agents would cap on the agent. I love all offers. I don't care if it's $500,000 under. Hey, is XYZ property available? Yes, but barely. Why? I got an offer 2 days ago, and I counter all offers. You could offer me $5 on a property for $5 million. I counter it $9 million at $4,999,000. I'll take $1,000 off, and I do a verbal counter. Text it back. We'll take $4,999,000. Boom. And now we're countering. He's made me an offer for $5. I come back. He is available. Yes, but barely. Why? We got an offer, and I literally just sent the counter offer. I don't tell him it was a text. Does that count? Yes. Offer, counter offer. We'll do it in writing later. You don't have to. There's no law that says this must be on a counter offer. Offers must be on a purchase agreement. No, he made me an offer $5. I counter. This is how you sell real estate. I call Tristan. Tristan shows my property. What'd you think? They hated it. Really? They hated it? They hated it. 3.5 million. I go, what price would they like it at? He goes, man, you'd have to drop that thing to 3.1 million to have them interested. Okay. See if they'd offer 3.1 million, make me an offer. Are you serious? I go, yeah. He goes, I called them, they're not interested. I go, what price would they be interested at? 2.9 million? Make me an offer. Don't write it up. Say, I don't want to use him. If I make him write up the offer, I'm using him, right? Ask them if they'd pay 2.7 million. What price do I need? How low do I got to go? And he goes, Brent, are you serious? They're willing to go from 3.5 to 2.7? Maybe. I mean, you don't know. If you don't ask, if you don't know, the answer is always no. Let's ask them and see what they'll do. They seem pretty motivated to me. Okay, yeah, we'll pay. Forget that. I'll pay 2.7 million for that property. I would buy it. I said, okay, you're making me an offer. I'm good. Let me go talk to my sellers. And you think, well, what? You're wasting everyone's time. No, I'm not. Because the next agent calls me available. Yes, I have an offer. We're about to do the counter offer. Probably do the counter offer today about 5 o'clock. You got about 3 hours. If they accept the counter offer, property sold, gone, off the market. You laugh. I've sold many properties like this. They were fishing. We come back. They decide they really loved it. They accept it. It's gone. It's gone by 5 o'clock. So yes, but barely. I'm about to do a counter offer. If they accept my text message back, and I've had my sellers drop $250,000, $2.5 million. I've had them come back. We'd sell for 2.25. We knew we were high at 2.5. Tell them 2.25 and it's theirs. 2.25. Man, we'll do 2.25. Great. Write it up. I'll get signatures. Done. Do more with text messages. Do more with an email. Do more verbal. Just make me an offer, man. But the next 10 agents that call me is available. Yes, but barely. Why? I have an offer just for, this is hilarious. Just for, Rush used to do this. Just for, dramatic effect. I have an offer right here. I can shake any piece of paper, but they've made me an offer. I like that. I'm holding an offer, And so here's the deal. I wouldn't say I'm holding an offer because you're not, but I have an offer right here, and I make the sound of paper wiggling like, oh my gosh. I go, how quick can you get there? We can't get there till 6 o'clock tonight. Okay, I'll wait till 7 to respond. They don't know the offer's $400,000 under the asking price of 1.9. It's 1.4 because I encouraged it, right? And usually I try to get them not to write it up because the odds of that going together are low. Finally, I counter. We're at 1.9. They came in at 1.4. We come back they surprised me. They dropped 50 grand. I didn't think they dropped 10 grand. They go, we'll take $1,850,000. I go back. Okay, they'll do $1,850,000. They come back. They're like, I thought you said they're motivated. I go, come on, give me something. Let's keep batting the ball back over the fence. Okay, we'll do $1,550,000. Your clients go 150. Great, they'll do $1,550,000. My clients surprised me. We'll do $1,775,000. Now they're down $125,000. Because I found out my sellers who I didn't think were that motivated, now they're down here. Now we're $275,000 apart or whatever it is. And guess what? Now they come back and look, we're not paying a dime past $1,500,000. I said, okay, but guess what I do every 2 days? I send them a counteroffer. I'll do counteroffer number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counters every 2 days. So when people call me, is XYZ available? I don't say, yeah, we had an offer last week. It didn't go together. I go, yeah, I just sent the counteroffer. Shake paper. I'm about to send a counteroffer. How quick can you get there? And then they go, I could be there in 1 hour. Good. Call me as soon as they go and you tell me if they're like, you call me from the front lawn. It's imperative you call me from the front lawn because otherwise I'm going to send the counter. If they take it, it's gone. And you better write full price or close to even have a chance. I didn't tell them that it was 400. I'm representing the seller. It's not my job. And guess what? I've gotten so many over, like we love it so much. We're not even, we'll go 20,000 over full price. And my offer was 200,000 underneath. It's all, did I have an offer? Yes. Did I encourage the offer? Yes. What's wrong with that? Nothing's wrong with that. They assume that my offer's close and they'll go higher. Trust me, if you want to sell your parents' home or your home, you'd want me. Everything I said was true. Everything I said was accurate. And then I keep sending counteroffers. I've had people like Tristan and Joanne say, stop sending me counteroffers. They've actually said that. You're on number. I go, I can't. I work for my seller. If I didn't send you the counteroffer, they could sue me. My job is to carry out their wishes. They told me to counter. They go, well, they counter. I get counter for 1, then the buyer does counter for 2, then the seller does counter 3, and the buyer does counter for 4. And then, they're not countering. It's over. No, it's not. It's not over. You keep saying you sent them. You could do that. Yep. Boom, 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 boom. And every time when someone calls you, either about to send the counter offer or you just sent the counter offer, and you better hurry because you want to create this fear of loss. Anyways, I hope this was helpful today. This is how you sell real estate. It was all accurate and true, or you could do it however you're doing it. Enjoy those results. And that's it. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you next Tuesday at 1:30 Pacific for the 1% Club and 2:10 for Mastering Sales Pacific. And you got to do the math on whatever time zone you're in. Bye for now. Take care, everyone.